Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, where we talk about everything and have really great conversation. I'm your host, and like you know, my name is David, and I am not alone. You know the drill. I have a very beautiful, very delectable, very gentle looking.
You want to send me money?
I
That's
bind
why they hide
you.
me like this.
I bind you. Please
You don't want to
introduce
send
yourself.
me.
I bind you, Laura.
David, you don't want to send
I
me.
don't go call your name. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Laura. I am not your flower.
Mhm.
Okay. Alright, we're back here again today. David is supposed to send me money. But,
I am not
I mean-
going to set. Please.
David,
That's what.
What if God has already told me this morning that when you get to work today, somebody will send you money?
Your guy that will send you money knows himself. If you're watching, hi. So let's introduce our guys.
Alright. Yeah.
So please let me start from you. Let us know your name.
My name is Oinda.
Oyinda.
My name is Oinda.
Did you
That's
get?
so
Is it Oyinda Mola or
Oh, Oinda Mola.
Oyinda
This
Mola?
is so cute.
Oh, very cute. You are not so cute, but
Show
let's.
yourself. Oh, yeah.
What's your name?
You know my name, so introduce me.
Please, they have David, the one that
No, how many times have I said this? Wait. How many times have I said this? If you are to introduce me, it's let me speak British. If you are to introduce me, it's Fine Boy David.
No.
Simple.
Okay, guys, you have
yourself.
fun by David.
It's David. Another David.
Just not another. Which one is another David?
We are
Please, you can be another David.
We are
Which
blessed.
one of you is like Davido here?
Jesus.
We are blessed.
You don't get.
Your presence.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Abaku.
Yeah,
Thank you.
David, thank you.
2-0.
Thank you for joining us. So,
Yeah. All right. So speaking of which,
Mhm.
yes. Now that we've done the introductions, back to the genesis. Do you want to send me that money or not?
what are you doing? What are you doing, Laura?
Okay.
Eh?
All right. So I know somebody told me, God told me that you were going to send me money, but it's okay.
He said that David will send you money. He didn't say which David.
Do you think that what will be will always be? Like the way it's been ordained that David will send me 2K today. Do you think it will come to pass?
Okay.
Well, there are many who believe that what will be regardless. Like
Mhm.
me, I believe it in my soul, my spirit, my
Yes.
mind, everything.
Yes.
And if you read the book, The Gods Are Not to Blame,
Mhm.
you will catch the idea, like
Exactly.
straight up,
You
you know.
catch the idea of
Yeah.
what will be
Will be.
So
Mhm.
that's that statement. So
Okay.
maybe I should ask.
Mhm.
What will what you believe always prevail, or are there like other factors in between? Like if the answer is yes to that question, this matter go long well.
Yeah.
That's the point of it.
You know how Portable, you know that thing that Portable said?
Which what
Every year na my year, every time na my time,
Yeah.
every day na me go dey hot.
wetin they
Every
do you,
single
Laura?
time.
Wetin they do you?
Na me dey hot.
Okay, no
So
problem.
wetin go be go be.
Okay,
It will
I-
always be.
So the point now is what we're asking is what will be like is that idea of
Will what to be always be.
yeah.
That's what we're asking.
Is it a reality, or is it something that should be
You know, I've
questioned?
actually seen like, and you know, so many people say, oh, when I go for a job interview and I don't get the job, I don't cry, I don't feel bad because I just tell myself, oh, it's not meant for me because if it's mine, it's definitely
Is
going
it
to come
coping
to
with
me.
that?
That's
That's so many questions.
solace. That's
So,
solace.
there are also people that when they're in a relationship, they say, oh, let's see where it leads us to.
Hmm.
And then before we get there, we
Alright.
now decide somewhere along the line,
Hmm.
you know what? Maybe it's not working, but if it's meant to be, it will be somewhere we find
Hmm.
ourselves in the future.
Okay, wait. Let's pause. There are a lot of questions. So, Mr. Cyril, you heard the topic, you heard the introduction, you heard how painted it. What will be. Now lie I been true. I like that. I like that deep sigh.
Let me say this. I want to believe that what will be, but with a very big caveat.
Okay. Take us on the
Mhm.
journey.
That until I have attempted to make it be. That until I have attempted to make it be.
Until I have attempted to
To make it be.
Mm.
Otherwise, when I take my next salary, I just want to buy a new mattress,
Mm.
get some whatever it is, just go to my room, lock myself up,
Mm.
and start eating and drinking and sleeping and wake up and believe that the next salary, since it will be, it will usually.
So, in
Mm.
other words, you're trying to say that what will be, but there are external factors.
Yeah, it's like saying Michael Jordan was asked. They said, why do you keep winning the way you win? He said, I think the question was about luck. He said yes, that he believed he was lucky, but that the harder he trained, the luckier.
They got.
People are deceptive with words. Okay.
All
Now,
right.
Devo, my guy. Fine
Fine
boy
boy
David.
David.
Sorry, my apologies. Fine boy David. What will be. Did she tell you that or did you tell her? Sorry. I'm sorry.
How are you bringing this relationship?
Straight attack.
Now, if it's meant to be, it will be.
Yeah.
It now depends. Is what is meant to be what you want to be? Let's say I want to buy a car. But then the universe doesn't just want you to have a car. You just have to buy a bike. That's not what you want. But what is meant to be is that you have a bike. You understand where I'm going?
Was it meant to be or you know get
Let's not. Okay, let's use
you're
another factor. Let's use
contradicting
another factor now.
Yes,
Let's use another factor.
yes.
You want to be tall, but you are meant to be short. If it's meant to be, it will be. But you want to be tall.
Okay, that's fair.
If it's meant to be,
I'm not following.
It's this.
It's a lot.
The analogy is not.
It's a lot.
you in your explanation
Yeah.
you said if it's meant to be, it will be. But what if what is meant to be is not what you want?
What if what is meant to be is not what you want?
What if it is what I want?
And that's one. It will come to pass now by the grace of
So
God.
you're saying
Actually, like Mr. Abaku said,
it's
you
a
have
yes or
to.
no question.
It will no. It might
Yeah.
not come to be.
It might not come to
Yes,
me.
it's not a.
That means you
It's
believe there are
a
other factors.
50-50. It's a 50-50.
There are other factors that might, contribute to whether or not it be. It could
So
be.
did any of you read The Gods Are Not to Be?
I watched. No, not the gods are not to blame.
You
Gods are
see,
not
Gen
to
Z,
be
you say that
crazy.
the gods are not
No.
Not of you watching at home. You know the movie is talking about. The gods are crazy?
Gods are
or-
crazy. Not the gods are meant to be blamed. No. I don't even read Nigerian books.
So
I
there
don't know
is
why.
this guy. He had a destiny. The gods has predestined something for him,
Mhm.
and the more he ran away from it, he found his way to that destiny.
That sounds like Joseph in the Bible.
But it's
Okay,
like
okay,
predestination of
okay.
like the
That
universe
raises a
has already-
philosophical question. Go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
the universe has already said that. Okay, this guy will kill his father's wife.
Father.
Yeah, he'll kill his father, marry his
His
father.
mother.
Yes, and
Did you
he
say
tried-
mother
Yeah, that
or
was
his
what-
father's wife?
No, yes, like his father is married, right?
To
But
the woman that gave birth to him or another person?
his mom,
His mom.
yeah.
One go kill Papa carry.
So they gave birth to him, and there's a prophecy that you will kill your father and marry your mother, right? And so he tries to avert this prophecy, and at the end of the day, he still comes back to it.
He kills his mother.
Yeah,
He kills his father.
That sounds
Right.
like a very.
yeah.
I'm
That's a very
curious.
interesting story.
Very, very interesting.
We can know that the gods are not to
But
blame.
what? But now,
So now,
Okay, so
what
what
that
you're trying to
perpetuates
say-
is
no matter how
run
you run
from
from
it,
it, it will
hide
still catch up
from
to
it.
you.
Yes, like the
It
way
is-
God
if
has
it is
already
meant
destined
to
that
be-
I will get money from you today.
yes.
Mado.
And
I
you
run
are
from it.
insisting
I
that you will
hide
send the
from
money.
it.
By the end of the day, you will send the money to me.
No problem. Is that when you will know that there are other factors? So,
Yeah.
we've been talking since.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I have a question for her. You know when you like a guy.
Brace yourself.
Wait. You know when you like a guy.
Brace
But
yourself.
sometimes you feel like, this guy is out of my league. Or maybe this
You
guy is
just
not.
think like that.
Oh, no, there are men that you know, like, oh, this person is not in my league. I
Wow,
will
that's
not
a
back
news
this
flash
man.
for me. Ah.
Wait, do you
Go
feel like,
on,
okay,
go on.
let's not use that word.
Let's not
There's
digress.
this man that you know, like, oh, I want this man, but from the way
that's
things are
interesting.
moving,
You know
it might not work.
You know good.
But you keep insisting that, oh, I want this person. do you believe that?
To be your reading partner, your friend,
Your significant other.
Please.
Did I speak your mind? So, have you been in that situation?
I don't know about that.
Okay, but
But I believe that in life,
Mm.
there are circumstances that it normally obstacles will come in place, wanted or not.
Okay, yeah.
Like you're probably at your place of work, you try to be your best, like what's that thing? The best staff of the year, stuff
All
like
this
that.
kind of stuff, yeah.
And it just happens you're not like
Okay.
probably you can't get to work as early as you thought you could every morning. Things happen, so I don't think life is
always.
will
Set
always
in
happen
stone.
the way we want it
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
So, to ask a question, say like there is an idea that you are predestined to be maybe I don't know, for lack of, maybe a doctor, and it doesn't happen. Does that mean what will be is a very wrong statement in its entirety? Or there's an element of truth to it, or there are other factors that just might? What do you think about
It's not
it?
completely wrong. The statement's not completely wrong.
Okay.
But at the same time, like I said, it's life. You can't predict things.
Let me add something. Now, let's say that prophecy, if it's meant to be, right? But then there are just some other prophecies that come, and then you yourself have to put something, you have to do something, you have to add an effort for it to come to pass.
I guess the assumption is that when you get a prophecy, you
have to
linked back.
work. No,
And that thing is a lie.
you have to actually work
I
for
remember when growing up, Teens Church now, if he's watching, he knows the story. One of the people that was set in charge of us at the provincial level, he told of a story where there was this guy. It was just a story, not like I don't think it happened realistically. There was this guy, two of them, things were hard. They didn't know where they were going. And he then said, you know what, let's go and consult people that see beyond physical. So they went to the Baba, he did his thing, and said, you, Mr. A, you are going to be very rich. I see you commanding a lot of things. You're going to. He told him so much things. That one was beaming with joy. And he told Mr. B.
that story.
He told Mr. B. You know, see, for this life we come, you don't see anything. So Mr. B thought that they've said I won't see anything. So for me to even see a drop,
Voila.
I have to work. So he dedicated his life to working. And Mr. A was like, Una Papa, sorry to say, he just went to settle down. Baba don't talk am. Long story short, many years down the line, it was almost like the Baba didn't see it properly. Because Mr. B that they say no see was the one commanding wealth in a very, very grand way. Mr. A, they also, he done late, everything. So the moral of the story for us then was, put your back into it. Just put your back into it. If you put your back into it, what will be. It's not so.
Without motivational.
Now, what did they tell us? It's questioning this thing. Now, when they say put your back into it, it will cause that whatever was said to be will not be. I guess it tilts towards the direction of that statement just might be a lie.
No, do you think that it's like a perspective thing? Like, for me, there are some people that, bring things, like the way they say, you use your faith to make things work. And I decide that, for me now, my dream car is a G-Wagon, right? Considering the way Nigeria is now, it's not looking like I can afford that. But in my mind, I'm already telling myself, now this car I will buy. So I do everything to make it work. So at the end of the day, it was meant to be mine and I eventually got it, right? So my question is, do you not think that it's something that people use to motivate themselves? It's like
Okay.
a perspective kind of
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I still understand that. Except that if we look at, sometimes when we're told certain things, possibilities, we need to look at antecedents. So you look at the world. Let's even look at the top 10 most successful people. A lot of time we talk about money, wealth, but let's even look at leading scientists, leading inventors.
Okay.
Yeah, people who have done discoveries. Have you ever heard the term that to become an expert in your field, you need to put in, how many hours?
10,000.
10,000 hours. They don't hear those things.
Mm.
The only one they had was what would be.
it would be.
In the Latin,
Great.
is it the Latin or French? They say, "Que sera?"
So,
Sera. Whatever will be.
we used to sing it in a rhyme in primary school.
So sometimes you will see evidence of these things around you. For example, when using the Bible, for example, when if God says, "I have called you to be a pastor, evangelist, my minister," and the person is trying to run away from that calling,
Jonah.
you've seen where God has used
Jonah.
yes, to
Away.
yes to
To
draw them
redirect.
back.
Mm.
But for every Jonah, there could be 10,000 more that God will say, "I don't think I want to be expending energy on something
Hey.
like that."
Mm.
That kind of thing. Yes, like Saul and David. He said, "Okay, you know what? I intended it for Saul."
That is
and
very scary.
But if Saul wouldn't do it, let me pick a David. There are many people who have gone out of purpose, and they're just doing whatever they like, and go and so hold on coming.
It's getting to me.
Yes,
I'm not even joking.
yes. The silence of God is not approval necessarily. So some people are just cruising, but they are entirely out of way. Now, coming to the point you've raised, what I wanted to say was there's a possibility that some persons don't even need that motivational, that line of what to be will be.
Mm.
Because I personally fear that it's not even motivating enough. Rather, it is tranquilizing.
Yes.
It gives the impression that, except maybe it works for you in a reverse sense. So it gives the impression that, you know what, I couldn't
It's all about
it
Makes
perspective.
you
will
relax.
be.
The
It
perspective.
will be. I couldn't, and that problem is prevalent in the artistic industry. It is arguably why sometimes some artists and craftsmen or musicians end up doing one very great album and thereafter they don't get to do much anymore. Yes. Because in the artistic area, do you know that a lot of people, musicians, songwriters, and everything,
Continue, sir, I get you.
they stay on their own and lines come to them. But they don't realize that artistic production is both as inspiration and perspiration.
Again, sir. Again.
That artistic excellence and production and productivity is both inspiration and aspiration. In Turkey, there's a proverb. They talk about using a needle to dig a well. And I think for me, it sums everything up together. They say it is possible to use a needle to dig a well. You get what I mean?
Make them
They have
think
said
that
that if you won't dig, the well won't appear. And that even if all you have is a needle, not a shovel, not a spade,
Not a spoon.
not a digger, not even a scavenging, not even a spoon, a needle. So this is it. It's about toil. It's about hard work. The old poem that used to say, "The heights by great men rich and kept," was not at a sudden flight. But they, while like a slept, kept on through the night.
I remember.
Yes, that old poem. So this is how I think it works. When you've earmarked that thing that could be in your life, you now go and sit back and count your own cost and know how you want to arrive there. Yes.
Because if you just hold on to that line of thought on face value, you might just be, laid back.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, I think
It
it's
might
also
make you
like-
laid back. Take for instance, for those of us that watch football, when you talk about football now, and you talk about great characters in the world of football,
If you call Messi,
two names come
Messi,
Calm down now. What's your own?
what name comes to
If
mind
you
for
call
you?
Messi-
Answer
I know it's
me.
Ronaldo. I know it's Ronaldo
What
that's coming up
name
next, but
comes to
still.
mind for you?
It's the only valid answer is
Ronaldo.
I-
Okay, wait.
Is it one-
Let her give another name now. If she doesn't want to use Messi.
Is it that he told you or you watch ball?
I don't watch ball. Wait till you.
Did he tell you?
No.
he tell me?
Did he, you know he I'm talking about, did he tell you?
Did Ronaldo tell you that he's a
No.
good player?
Now, guy will be shit. Go and see Ronaldo. So now your guy say is Ronaldo. So the point is Ronaldo and Messi.
Why are you calling Messi?
No, permit me this once. It's Ronaldo and Messi. Messi, on one hand, is seen as someone that there is a very popular video where they were going to play the final of the Champions League match. For those of you that don't know, it's like the apex level of competition in football, the final match. The training before, Messi just sat on the football while every other person was jogging. He just sat on the ball and was chewing on his fingernails. The following day, he dropped one of the best performances we will ever see in the final of the Champions League match. Ronaldo, on the other hand, shows the world how much work he puts into it.
Yes.
You will see Ronaldo in the gym, you will see his abs, you will see Ronaldo does not take soda, he does not take alcohol, he does not have a tattoo. There is so much discipline.
What's your point?
The point is that some people took that. I'm trying to get somewhere. Some people that had played with Messi before said Messi being a player in Barcelona might have been a problem in a way because upcoming footballers took him as
An
a
example,
prototype,
Yeah.
and they didn't know Messi was an anomaly.
Yeah.
You say, oh, please, the truth. He was. He could do things that, Now, Messi, can we say his life is a what will be? He doesn't do it.
Let me
I want to add something. The thing about Messi is that you guys don't really talk about it, but Messi has been playing ball since he was a child.
Same as Ronaldo.
No.
See, that
You know Messi was picked on the streets. Messi was actually picked on the streets.
Do you know why it's not
Why
valid?
it's not valid?
80% of the people playing football that have never played football
They are
started
Messi
when they
on
were
the street.
when they were fine. So Messi didn't have a head start. He was just like every other player.
Let's not make this football.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we don't digress. People who maybe do football scholarship, the science of the game have told us that Messi is a natural talent.
Mm,
Ronaldo isn't.
mm.
But we can see what effort has made of him.
Yes.
Then Messi, and that's why he can relax a day to the match
Mm,
and still do way better than those who are training their hearts out.
mhm.
Now, this is what you know. No, I'm going to somewhere with this. There is some truth to the fact that what will be
Will be.
for some,
Mm.
but don't take it as your own medicine. You see,
Mm.
there was a man who was to write.
That raises something.
He was to they told them write exams. He had been working in the church. Write exams to qualify to go to Bible school. You know what the man did? Because he didn't want to go. He wrote the exam to fail. Now, having failed, they told him, "Is enough. You will still go." So they packaged him. He knowingly wrote to fail. Because he was the one taking care of the church. He was so. But when he really wrote to fail. They told him, "Thank God that you have the bundle and so."
Thank God you failed.
Do you know that man went on to become became the overall head of one of the biggest denominations in Nigeria?
Mm.
Yes. So it looked as if that part had been cut out for him by God.
Mhm.
So whatever he was doing, they told him, even as you fail, pack your bag and be going. So, but nobody. No, you see, some people when the thing is with them, you will see it.
Mm.
It's just there. But nobody should ever take that as a template for his own life.
Exactly.
Whoa, as from now.
Exactly. I guess that's the logical
I think this
conclusion.
also applies to Wizkid and Davido actually.
Let's not go there.
No,
Let's
we're
not go there.
arguing.
It's a
Let's not go
sensitive
there. Oh.
topic.
Let's not go there. Oh.
It's a very sensitive topic.
No, I'm not. Okay.
I get you, but it's a sensitive
But wait, that
topic.
just raised something
It
in
should
my
not
head.
come from me.
Which one are you?
Why
Just
this
tell
my why?
Okay,
Why
no
is it
problem.
private?
Please.
No problem. He's a Wizkid fan. You don't have to say
No,
twice.
I know.
Davido fans don't
They're
hide.
not the real
Now, it just struck me that you can have the talent, you can have the how will I say, the
skills.
prophecy.
Yeah.
You can have the destiny for it.
Mm.
And then that one is set out by the universe. That's something set out by the universe. No matter what you do, you are going to be a great writer. If you work in a bank, even in your writing, they will see that, yes, this person is very good at writing.
Mm.
And now there are those that want to be, that's universe giving you talent here. Right? Now there are those that want to be great writers.
Mm.
Those are the ones that have to put in the 10,000 hours for it.
Okay.
You want something to be, so now you have to work for it to be.
So
Unlike the person who is sitting in the bank.
If I say, na Benz is supposed to drive, but since you want G-Wagon.
The G-Wagon go hard to come, but you go get am.
But me, I
You go get am.
insist.
So-
But you go hard. Because now you're going against the universe.
To drive it home a little bit, for me, what I feel is one of the things we seek to do as human beings predominantly is to succeed. Whatever way or whatever defines success in your head, you want to pursue it. One of the ways to get to success is working. Now, what will be in some cases, like you said and she has said and you said, is there are special cases where they didn't put as much effort
At all.
and they are in the face of the world for how good they are at that skill. And there are people that they are in our faces because they put in the hours. So in the early part of your life, where you are not 100% sure that you have grace bestowed on your soul
Start putting the
for
one
that
down.
thing, every single person should adopt putting in the hours. Now, if you have the talent and you put in the hours, you get the result. You don't have the grace and you put in the hours, you get the result. So why not just look for the one that the probability is higher
For you, Abby, I put it.
and just embrace it? I guess that's the logical way to
Can I say
do it.
something?
Okay, as we round up.
So like prior to the story you said,
Mhm.
I don't think the saying applies to anybody or anyone in general.
Okay,
Because what should be will always be, it's a saying, yes.
okay.
You could have the talent, you could put in the work hours,
Mhm.
but there's also the aside from obstacle I mentioned earlier, there's also the a part to it where you could take a wrong step. So even if it's God Himself who had destined it to be that way,
Mhm.
you could take the wrong step, do the wrong thing, and everything just
Yeah.
ends.
Mhm.
Like even if it was a prophecy by 10 pastors, 10 imams, whoever, if you have the talent, you're going to in your what's the word, in your own head, you're doing the right things.
Mhm.
At the same time, you could take like your actions. You
Could
could do
sabotage.
the wrong thing,
Okay.
like the tiniest of things, and to just
Sabotage
mess
everything.
everything up.
Mhm.
like the story of the guy you mentioned.
Mhm.
So he was man A was destined to be rich.
According to Baba.
According
Yes,
to
go
Baba.
on, go on.
Because I've
very
had
important.
the best of businesses to help him achieve that.
Yes.
He could have had anything, the
Mhm.
best financial support, but at the same time, if he wasn't wise, wasn't smart,
Mm.
he could mess it up like very fast.
Yeah.
So I don't believe it applies to anybody because you can be told you have this at this age and all through your life you can never you could
You will never experience it.
exactly.
So
do
you
the
are
wrong
saying
thing.
if you do the wrong thing,
No,
it
I'm
might
saying
sabotage whatever they've
saying-
even said about
no,
you.
I'm saying that statement should not apply to anybody. It
What
is-
would be would
yes,
be. It
it's
should
not,
not.
to me it's not completely accurate.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So each to his own.
Mm-hmm. To each
If
his
you
own.
decide that what will be, will be.
Sit down, look.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, say you have to work, put your back
You know, like
into
when
it.
you go
David,
to the
David.
and they reject you,
Put
tell
your-
yourself,
see,
oh, if it's meant to be to be, you
it's
will
my
not do
personal
anything, you
bias.
will not update your
Put
CV, you
your
will not do
back
anything.
Into pressing the money for
into it. Which money are they pressing?
Yes, please come and tell me the money.
On that note, we wrap up this episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow. Thank you for
Yes.
staying with us. Thank you, Onyi. Thank you, David. Mr. Cyril,
David.
always fun and deep to have you around. I always look philosophical, that's the word. I always look forward to it. So, Do join us next time for another very, very interesting
Mind-blowing
episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow. I'm David, and she is.
Laura, let's talk about today. Send the money first.
We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yeah, come on.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.